Hello everyone, I'm Zishansha and welcome to Z Interactive YouTube channel, your own training institute. So we will start with our next node, and I really like this node. This is basically a distorting or deforming node, and it's called directional warping. So how it works, let's see. So we will go through like different type of directional warp, and we will see how we get the result out of this one. So first of all, let's move all of these with shift key to the directional warp here. So now I have the directional warp. Now in the directional warp, nothing is there because we have not plugged anything inside the input and the intensity input. So we have two things here. Input, it can be color or black and white, like grayscale. And then we have intensity input that have to be grayscale. Now what is an input? Input is your shape that you want to warp. For in this case, I have this normal shape of a square. So I will drag it here and you will see a normal shape is there. Now I want to warp it. I want to distort it, deform it into a different shape. Now I have this gradient linear here. So I will put this inside the intensity. Now here, if I double click it here, I have intensity, which is right now 0. So nothing is happening. Now how the intensity work? Now there are two things, intensity and warp angle. Now wherever is the white area, like suppose in this gradient, the white area is on the top and the black area is on the bottom. So the white area will be affected a lot and black area will be not affected at all. So that means this part, because this is white, will affect more, less affect because it's becoming gray, less affected, less, more, less, and no effect. So it will work in this smooth transition because we have this gradient. So let's check that. So as soon I will start increasing the intensity here. Now, one more thing is that warp angle. Now, where is this pointing? This is pointing to the left side. So let's increase the intensity. So the intensity have to be higher. So not like 1 or 2 or something like that. So let's make it 10 for now. So I will go here and type 10. Okay, and you can see that, or let's increase it more. By the way, by default, maybe this is like you might have it as 1. So you cannot, maybe you cannot increase, beyond 1. So you have to type it manually, the value to get more intensity. So now if I'm increasing, you will see whatever direction I have, it is warping in that direction. Okay. Now if I will change the direction, so it will start warping in that direction. If I will move down, so I will not have a good effect here because it is going down. And at below, you will see this is black. So the black already, it's not affecting. So it is, you can say, stiff. What is moving down is this area. It's like pushing down. So as this part is black, it's not letting it go beyond this. So you won't see the result. But if I will go here, so you can see the result. If I go up, just like that. So this is how you will get the result. It's all based on your direction, okay, of your like black and white colors. You can use gradient. You can use so many other things here. And then if you connect the shape, and this shape will be affected with that. And intensity, you can increase much more higher. Maybe you can make it 50 or something like that. Okay. Now, let's move down a little bit. So I have here one more. Let's bring it there and move everything from this directional warp to this directional warp and move this one aside. Okay. Now this directional warp, I have two things. One regular shape here and one I have this sort of a gradient. Now this sort of a gradient is little hard to get it from a regular gradient. So what you need to do is that if you want to create something like this, I have done a process here. I had a regular gradient just like that, and then I have this shape. So I transform this shape, then I invert it to grayscale, Then I applied a little bit directional blur. Now, what is the directional blur? It's this blur, but just like, it will blur it out in the direction that you will give. So I gave it a zero angle, which is horizontal direction. So it is blurring. Just like in Photoshop, you have the motion blur. So for this one, this is more simple. I just got this gradient. I transformed it, made it smaller. And then I blended both of these to get something like this out of it. And then I further blurred it with the blur HQ grayscale. So I got this sort of a blur now. So what I can do here is that the same process which I did it before. Input here. Okay, you got this. And we'll go inside directional warp, and then I will take my intensity map. So this is my intensity input. Now intensity, as you know, is now a little bit different. So just notice how it is. It's not simple as it was before. So if I will increase the intensity, you can see I cannot go beyond 1, and it will not give me the right result. So maybe I will type here 40. Okay. And then 40 will start giving me the result. Now you can see it is warping, but it is warping in this direction, like in the horizontal direction, going towards the left side. So I cannot see the result like that much, because you can see here is the black areas, which is pushing it, not letting it go. Let's do a different sort of a angle. Let's do it top angle or something like that. Okay. Now if you will see, I have something like this now. Okay, so it is going in this direction where it's going up, okay, like on the top. And how is the gradient? This is black, gray, then white, then again suddenly gray, then a little bit more grayish, and then based on that, just see how it is moved. Okay, and one more thing you can do is that you can add the edge detect, that the one that we went before in our basic nodes, and I'll put everything here and this here. And what we can do here is that I can invert this, and I can make a line out of this one. Okay, so you can make it round or whatever you want. So this is how you can get the like result out of this one. So this is how you can make lines through your warping. So just you have to keep in mind, you have the white, the black, the gray shades, and with the help of the invert, with the help of the intensity, the warp angle and the direction, you can push it in that direction. So this will the intensity input will guide it, like how much and where it have to move more or less, and warp angle will give it a direction that here you have to move it, and this angle you have to move it. Okay, so let's do one thing here. Let's bring other one here and take everything with the shift key out of it and put it here. Take this one and put it back there. Okay, now here I have now, let's move it here. Okay, so we have less space working on. Now here I have shape, a normal shape. So let's double click this one. I will take this normal shape, put it in my input. So now I have this normal input, and this is my like a regular paraboloid shape, and I have a 2D transformation on it. So I will put this here. Now I will go inside my directional warp, increase my intensity to around 40 or something like that. Okay. Now if you will notice, this one is in the middle. Okay. And this one is also in the middle. So and it is the direction is basically towards the left side. Okay, going towards the left side. And here you will see that wherever I have this like more of the, like you can say white area, the brighter area, it it will be found here in the left side, and wherever I have the less of the area will be found, will be found here. Now if I will go to my transform 2D, okay, being here, and then I will click on my transform 2D and move this, so you can see it is kind of changing my warp here. Okay, one thing I can do as here is that I can go inside and make sure there is no tiling mode. So I can make this no tiling, then I can go back here, click, okay, and just notice how you can reshape this. You can make it bigger, and how you can deform the shape. So this is how you can deform shape using the uh, or like using the edge direction mode. And here what I can do also is that I can move it on the top, and then if I will move it, you can see it is pushing it on the top. Okay, if I will go back here and move it down, and if I will click here and if I move it down, it will push it downwards. So this is how you can also make shapes using transformation and deformation, just like that. Yeah, so let's move this one away, shape deformation 2. So I will take this one and put it here. Okay, now here what I have, let's double click it here. I have the shape. Okay, this is my shape, normal shape. I'll put it here inside, and this is my tile sampler. What I only did is that, let me show you what I did. I used the linear gradient linear one, and I applied in the color input, and then I'll press D over here so it will dock here, so I don't have much things going on. Now I will go inside the now to go inside the tile sampler. I just change the sizes here. Okay, X amount 6, Y amount 1. Then in the size, I just increase the size so it will look like this. But how I made it to look like separate like colors, because I used this gradient linear. So inside my color, I use the color input here, and I use the color like parameter parameterization multiplier. So without that it will look like this, but with that it will look like this. So this is how I got it. Now I will take this one and put it inside the intensity input. Now just notice this is like, blocky. It's not like straight smooth gradient. It's just like blocky. You can see that. So if I will go here, increase my intensity to 40, okay, and move it up, just notice how it is moving. Okay, because it is blocky, so that's why. So if the intensity is around, you can also turn off the tile mode if you want, so it won't affect it. So maybe you can go here, absolute no tile. If you increase this, you will not have the tile. You still have the tile, I think. Okay, not here. Here, the tile will not work because it is already a tile sampler. Inside the directional warp, you have to remove the tiling. So what it is doing is that, so whatever is black, it's still in its own position. And even if I'm changing, it is not moving that much. It is moving, but not too much, because itself, it is not 100% black, maybe a little bit dark, like shade of gray. Okay, so, and whatever is completely white, that is moving more in the air. So you can do these kind of shapes as well. So let's move this one here, and let's bring this, and I will move with the shift key all of this from here to here. Oops, not from here. So from here to here. Okay. Okay, now here I have this no like black and white spots. So for and then I have the style generator. Now next thing you can use this is for breaking noise. So if I will put it here, so you will see that there is a lot of noise here, just like this on your screen. Okay, now I don't want this noise to be going uniformly just like that. Okay, so how I can do like how I can break this noise into something random. So I have this tile generator here, which is basically using 6 by 6 options here. I'm using brick pattern, and not too much I have done here. Everything just size scale a little bit. I have increased it so there should be also like there's no gap here now in between. Otherwise, you will have this sort of gap. So I kept it 1, so there is no gap. Then most of the things here are false. So what I use is that I use the luminance random 0.92. So this will give you random luminance here to each one of your tiles basically. Okay, so because I'm using brick, but all of these bricks were white. So instead of white, I'm using luminous random here. So they will be randomly luminant. So again, I will put this here inside the directional warp. Intensity, I will increase it to maybe 40 or something like that. Okay. And keep on increasing, and you will see that it is, I think, more. If we will do that, maybe 150. Now you can see it is breaking the noise. Okay. And breaking the noise, if I will see from here, you can get that. Okay. Also, I can change the direction of this. One more thing here I can do, I can go here, scale it up so you can see more, or disorder. Okay. Or I think the better would be, because let's use cloud, this one. Yeah, this is showing much more better because uh, that black and white was too intense. And now you can see very interesting sort of blocky tiles we have. Okay, so I can move it a lot, less, whatever direction you want to move in. So you can break the noise pattern. Okay, without this, if I will move it here, everything, it will look like this. But if you want to break that noise, just put it here and you will have something like that. This is good for if you're making a random like brick wall or something like that. So for this, you can have this sort of like a result. Like for suppose if I will go here in the tile generator, okay, and maybe I can do some sort of a changes here. Okay, so let's see where I can do that. Okay, and then in the position offset. Yep, just like that. And now you can see I have this sort of an effect. So next thing we have here are the dirt spots or stains. Let me press shift key, move everything back here. Okay, now here let me put this shape input here. Now what else I can do here is I can convert this shape, okay, into a let me scale it down, into a spot. How to do that? Because spot doesn't look this clean. Okay, it doesn't look circular. It's like randomly splattered all over the place. So that's how the spot looks like. So I will take this moisture noise or any sort of noise here. Okay, and every noise will give you a different result. So I will put this in the intensity map. Okay, I will increase the intensity maybe to much more higher, like 50 or something like that. Okay, And instead of pushing it to the left side, I will push it to the top side or something like that. Okay. And this is how you will get this. Now you can increase this or decrease this or whatever you want. Okay, now if you want, you can use a transform 2D node here, move everything there, and I can put it down basically here. Okay, so this is how you can get like a spot or something, like a paint splatter or something. But what if I don't want to use this? I want to use the Perlin noise. Perlin noise will give me this sort of a result. Okay, if I will change the scale of the Perlin noise much more, so I can get some sort of a weird looking stuff here. And maybe if I will go here, increase the intensity a little bit. Okay, and maybe I can change its like direction. So you can get this sort of a result in the end. So I hope you have liked all these different kind of things you can do with the directional warp. So I hope you liked this lesson, and I'm sure you will be waiting for the next lesson too, and which will be soon uploaded. So I would like to thank you all for all your support, and I hope you will continue to support me. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed to it yet, and I will be posting a lot of new content. So don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can receive the notifications about them. If you have liked my video, so please hit the like button and leave your questions or queries in the comment section below, and I will surely answer them. In the end, I would like to request, please watch all my videos online. Instead of if anyone is downloading, please don't download, otherwise my hard work won't pay off like this. So please do support me. Always watch my videos online. So thanks once again everyone, and soon we will meet in the next lesson. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and keep learning.
There is one important announcement I would like to make. I have started 3 great membership plans on my channel. I have introduced ZI Friends membership plan, which will give you exciting perks like loyalty badges and priority on comments. I have also introduced ZI Early Bird plan, which will give access to Z interactive tutorials way early before they become public. So you will get all these lessons at once and you can binge watch them. Last but not the least, I have introduced ZI Premium plan, which will give access to advanced professional tutorials, which you will find at very expensive outside, and I will be giving this at a very low amount of price. So visit my channel now and click on the join membership to get more information. I hope you become one of my members. If you want to learn how to create a highly detailed prop procedurally using Substance Designer, so this premium tutorial series is for you. Join my premium membership plan on YouTube and get access to all premium tutorials. In this tutorial series, I will demonstrate how to use Substance Designer along with simple geometry to create a realistic, smashed up retro television.